Hey everyone, it is currently 12:06 a.m. So it's after midnight in New York City, and we're going to be walking all the way back to 42nd Street Grand Central Terminal from 57th Street Billionaires Row. Should be a pretty quiet night. However, as we get towards Times Square, things should get increasingly busier, as we just had a major World Cup game conclude about an hour ago. Iran tied 2-2, which was a great game. We're standing right outside of Carnegie Hall. This is 7th Avenue and 57th Street. We're going to walk straight down 7th Avenue. Earlier in the day, you had tons of fans from Argentina taking over Times Square. Now, there's a very famous restaurant right here on the corner of 56th Street that's unfortunately going to be closing down forever. It's usually pretty busy. Red Eye Grill. This will now be closing down. It usually does pretty well because it's right across the street from Carnegie Hall. This is looking up at 157. And this is a Monday night, midnight, and it's extremely lively, which is good. Now, this Thursday is supposed to be the ticker tape parade for the New York Knicks, but apparently the weather is not supposed to cooperate. It's supposed to be pretty rainy and windy this Thursday, but we'll see. Weather permitting, I'll probably be out filming the parade. This is the Park Central Hotel. This hotel just underwent a renovation about 2 years ago. This is now the corner of 55th Street. You can see the spire of the Barclays Bank. Right on this corner, you used to have the Carnegie Deli. Closed down such a long time ago. It seems like a lot of the New York staples are unfortunately closing down. It used to be right next to this Premier Deli Cafe. It's unfortunate because nothing ever took the place of Carnegie Deli. You could still see the awning right here. This barren awning is where the original Carnegie Deli used to be. I used to go here a lot, right through these doors, and now it's completely vacant. This has been completely vacant and blown out for years. I think going on 10 years now. It's unfortunate. Hopefully that never happens to Katz's Deli. I don't think it will, but we'll see. You never know. Just the rent is astronomical throughout the city, as you know. So oftentimes it's difficult for small businesses to keep up with the going rate that some of the big corporations can pay. This is now West 54th Street. We're going to head right down into the heart of Times Square. You're going to see the Sheraton Hotel to the left. Now, as we walk through Times Square, you're going to see an interesting, sort of like a fishbowl. And there's two people that are being paid $50,000 to sit in this glass box and watch all of the World Cup games. There's 104 World Cup games this tournament. And if they sit inside and watch every single game, Fox is going to pay them $50,000. Pretty crazy. This is now 53rd Street. This is the Sheraton. Looking up at Barclays. Right on the left-hand side is the French investment bank, BNP Paribas. I think over 5 years ago now, well over 5 years ago, there was a helicopter that crash landed on the roof. Unfortunately, the pilot passed away. We will make a right here and then make a left on Broadway just to get away from the band. So if we were to make a right on Broadway here, this would bring us up to the Ed Sullivan Theater. This is now where Stephen Colbert has his show. If you were to keep going and cross the street, it would be Gallagher's Steakhouse. There's a lot of shuttered retail on Broadway. We have this dollar slice place, which is actually now $1.50. Can still get a regular pie for $12. And here we are at the Stardust Diner. You also have the Din Tai Fung, just off to the right. I remember when it opened, they always used to have a crazy line. But then when I traveled Asia, there are so many different locations and there's not many people in it. I think since that was the first location. Anyway, this is the Winter Garden Theater. This is where I saw Mamma Mia many times. I would highly, highly recommend it. Such a good performance, a great cast, and it's a lot of fun. So check it out, Mamma Mia. This is a great show. As we come up on West 50th Street and Broadway. This is the Applebee's that's been here a million years. Never been in here though. On the corner you can get the 1 train uptown in the Bronx, but if you go over on the other side of 7th Avenue closer to 8th, you can get the downtown 1 train. The 1 train is local. You can transfer at Times Square 42nd Street for the 2 and the 3 train, which is an express. See if there's any more World Cup fans in Times Square tonight. This is Junior's. Right on the corner of 49th Street. Lots of NYPD posted up. This used to be a Sbarro's here. Unfortunately, nothing has filled it. Now we're pretty much entering the heart of Times Square. This is West 48th Street. So this is the northernmost part of Times Square. You have the Krispy Kreme donut here, as well as Morgan Stanley, the major investment bank, which was one of the lead underwriters for SpaceX. You had Goldman Sachs and Morgan Stanley, really the main two banks on that deal, making a lot of money. I mean, deal activity is really booming on Wall Street, not just IPO activity, but also a lot of M&A activity as well. It's an interesting vehicle. We'll cross back over towards 7th. You can see all the stuff for the M&M store, but in the distance, that is the spire of 270 Park, which is the JP Morgan new office tower. All right, let's go ahead and make this right. Once we have the light. This is like a big cannabis place. Not a big fan of a lot of the cannabis dispensaries that have been popping up seemingly everywhere in Manhattan. It just kind of makes it, kind of cheapens the experience, if you know what I mean. But I kind of do feel for a lot of the landlords just because they can't fill the space. And oftentimes, these cannabis dispensaries are willing to pay over asking on the rent. This is the main entrance of the Renaissance New York Times Square Hotel.
No, like that's not my word.
I really do like the new billboards, though. I mean, they're so vivid. I don't know if the camera does it justice, but you really have to come here and check it out yourself. The quality is just incredible. This is right next to the Hershey's store, Hershey's Chocolate World. And Central Park, this is 701 7th Avenue. Wow, I think we still have World Cup celebrations going on. Let's check it out.
Very
Now, I can confidently say I have never, ever seen the city with this much energy, ever. Between the FIFA World Cup and the New York Knicks winning the NBA championship. The energy in the city is pretty crazy. Let's go have a look at some of the fans. Mind you, this is 12:27 in the morning. Looks like they've closed down the famous red steps. Oh, this is Senegal. I wonder who Senegal plays. What team are you guys playing? What soccer team? Oh, France? Good luck. Good luck, man. Good luck. Is the game tomorrow? Yeah. Okay. Good luck. Good luck. What time? 4:15 p.m. Oh, 4:15. Okay. Okay. He said he's playing France at 4:15. Wow. I think France has Mbappe. I was here earlier and Argentina was playing. Oh yeah. Senegal's playing France at 3 p.m. in a group stage game. That should be a pretty good game. I was surprised I'm surprised Spain didn't win. They had a 2-2 draw today. That's the American soccer player, Tim Weah. think Saudi Arabia played as well. This is 46th Street and Broadway. I see Japan jersey. Japan had a really good game. I think Japan also tied 2-2. Let me see. Japan World Cup. Yeah, they tied the Netherlands. You know, I feel like a lot of the teams that are supposed to be good in the World Cup are not performing well. However, the teams that are kind of mediocre are performing really good. Like the US is performing great. South Korea is performing really, really well. And who else? Mexico is performing really well too. I think they had a great game. They scored 2 goals. Obviously, you see some fans from Argentina as Messi gets set to take the pitch. I think France-Senegal is going to be a good game, but France is supposed to be the best soccer team in the world. With Mbappe. This is looking up at One Times Square. This is where they dropped the ball on New Year's. Which is now lit up in the New York Knicks colors. There you can see 2026. It's all lit up in the New York Knicks colors. This is the Raising Canes. I think it's still open too. 43rd Street. Adjacent us, you have the NYPD precinct, but you also have the NASDAQ. This is where SpaceX had their IPO. This is Toro University. For some reason I thought they were upstate, a little bit further. Maybe this is just a Manhattan campus. Wow, look at this group here selling a lot of national team jerseys on the street. Saw a few Neymar Jr. jerseys, although Brazil hasn't been playing well. Brazil's been really playing like trash. No offense to Brazil, but I feel as if Brazil has a lot of individual talent, but they can't seem to play together as a team. All right, let's head over towards Grand Central. We're gonna have to go 6th Avenue past Bryant Park. Oh, this is cool, I'll show this. You see 2025-2026 NBA champions Knicks. And this is the New York City subway. You know what, let's go ahead and cross back over actually. And I want to do that because you'll see a better view of the Empire State Building from this angle. This is the H&M building. It's kind of a cool shot looking up. Oh yeah, so this is that box that I was talking about, you see? This box, there's these two guys that have to sit inside of there and watch every single soccer game, 104 World Cup games. And if they do that, they get $50,000 each. Definitely a good deal. This is 151 42nd Street, BMO Capital Markets. I mean, the city's kind of empty right now, but still kind of enjoyable walking around at this hour as we approach the corner of 42nd Street and 6th. It's going to be the Bank of America Tower. You have the Rosetta Bakery, as well as Salesforce Tower. It's always one of my favorite shots of the Empire. You can get another look at it as we wait for the lights. This is Bryant Park. You're always going to be out alone with the food vendors at night.
Now I just gotta find somewhere to take a leak.
What that guy's saying? He's like, I gotta take a piss. Anyway, here's the lovely Bryant Park. This is by the SUNY School of Optometry. And that's the New York Public Library. Now made it to Fifth Avenue. There's the Jollibee. Filipino brand. Now we've made it to Madison. Let me go ahead and cross the street here just to give you all a better shot of the Chrysler Building as we make our way across the street. This is looking right down into Pershing Square. here it is. The beautiful Grand Central Terminal. Also looking right up at the Pan Am building. Everything's lit up for America 250. Alright everyone, if you guys enjoyed that tour, feel free to leave a like on the video, subscribe, and as always, we will see you all in the next one, and thank you so much for watching. Take care.